Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. And as we can see, there is no much changes and still we are within this correction. And even if we refer to our analysis, since the price was here, I mentioned we're looking for buy. There was no opportunity, even we get the one move up. Right now, the question is what's the next? Whether this is the start of the up move or we can expect the next drop before we see the reversal. Because since the price was within this down move, we mentioned we want to see the reversal. We do the breakout of 41,490. This is, as we can see, it work as a support. All right. Anyway, we start with higher time frame. We start with the daily chart. And if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for the buy. You have been looking for the reversal. Even at this point in the bigger picture, we see we have a divergence. Okay. That means we are looking for reversal point, and still we can consider this one as a correction relative to this. Any opportunity for buy, this is what I'm looking for as a long term. And I explain every time. So we're looking for to see the breakout of the 67,500, and we can at least look for 74 for flowing by 81. Okay. The only thing is we have to look for the opportunity to for buy. When I say we have to look for the opportunity to buy, we are talking about the reversal as a long term and based on higher time frame. Because based on daily chart, you can look based on lower time frame, 1 hour and forward chart, you can look for the short term trade, but we're looking for the long term. And if we move to forward chart as a short term, I mentioned I'm looking at this and relative to this, and I want to see the reversal. We do the breakout of the 41,490. And as a short term, we can look for 45,700 for 47,330 as a target. Okay. Then from there, we want to see whether we can look for continuation or not. The only things I want to highlight, even I explained my last analysis, I mentioned there is a possibility we get the correction here in relative to this one turn to flat for the next drop before we see the reversal. Okay, that's why I mentioned if you want to look for buy, we need to be quite careful. Now the question is whether this is the correction relative to this or this is the one is going to continue. Because based on forward chart internally, we don't see the divergence. That means the possibility for this one turn to flat is there. Okay, that's mean if you want to look for buy within this correction, as a short term, we need to be quite careful. By the way, based on forward chart, also, I don't have any trade set up. And even if we move to 1 hour chart, all right, if anyone wants to look for buy, for example, this is the start of the up move. How they can look for trade? We don't have any trade set up. Having entry above this, if they want to trade based on the 15-minute, they consider this one as a flag. Yes, they can do it. This means they're looking for buy within this range. Then they want to see whether the price can break the previous top or not. Okay. The only option is to look for buy from here, having entry above this. We do the considering this one in case the price reverses as a sharp move in that one. That case, we want to price sharply tag, break, and continue. And we prefer to put the entry a bit higher. Why? Because we can expect the price tag the top in relative to this for the next drop. That's why any drop to see the breakout, the lowest price of this, following by a reversal, it can give us better opportunity to look for buy. It doesn't mean the price cannot reverse, continue from here. The only thing is whether we have a trade setup or not. But when I say about the trade setup, it depends on the strategy the traders they use. But for me, at this point, I don't see any trade setup. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue, but how to look for trade? Where is my entry? Okay, that's why I mentioned even if you want to look for this one internally as a flag, we have to look for trade based on lower time frame. And this is what we risk, and this is what we're looking for. It's a short-term trade. All right, that's mean we're looking for buy. The only thing is how to look for trade. And as I mentioned, any drop, it can confirm this flat is finished, following by divergence. This is the best option we can look for. And if you want the prices start to continue from here, at this point, either we put our entry above the top, which is quite risky. We should know how to manage it, or we see the sharp move flag. We take the trade based on 1 hour chart. We are trading at this point. We are referring to the 1 hour chart or higher time frame, not lower time frame. Anyway, we just follow the chart. And if I see any update, I will share. But as I mentioned, if you get any opportunity for buy, this is the targets we are looking for based on forward or 1 hour chart. This is as a first, as a second targets. Thanks.